Hello, this is Randy Singh reporting here down at Canalside for KLTV. Here this week to speak to Simon Grayson, Huddersfield Town manager, ahead of the big game at home at the John Smith Stadium this Saturday against Bristol City. So Simon, last game we were out there was a defeat against Millwall, and before that Peterborough. Halloween was just around the corner, it's hopefully gone. Is that a dust off the cobwebs?
Well, I think we're disappointed to lose the games, and there's ways to lose games. I think in both them games we had opportunities to certainly win them as well. The Millwall game especially, we never looked like we were going to be conceding goals, and they scored probably 2 goals against the runner player, and then from then on we found it very difficult playing catch-up. So look, there's positives to take out the 2 games that we've lost previously. There's obviously negatives that we need to work on and make sure that certain things don't happen again, and hopefully we can, as we said, dust down the cobwebs and get ready to go against Bristol City the weekend.
I mean, just looking at the defeats again, do you feel it's a mental thing with the players where, you know, the expectation of the fans are getting to them perhaps?
I don't think the expectancy levels are too high from anybody really. I think our fans are very realistic in what they know we're trying to do and where we have to try and finish this year. I think it's just maybe sort of collectively 1 or 2 players sort of making the wrong decisions, not sort of using the sort of the heart rather than head at times, but they've got to learn from them experiences for good and for bad, and I'm sure they will do.
And you've had a week off of training, no midweek game, of course, with the Carling, well, now the Capital One Cup. Is it an opportunity for yourself, you know, to instill that mentality into the players that, you know, I'll give you a hard training session to make sure you don't obviously lose points again?
Well, it's one of them situations where you try and get the right balance between your fitness work, your tactical stuff. You're analysing the weekend. We had a chat on Monday about sort of what we need to do better from the weekend. We've worked on things. So hopefully the things that we've done this week in training will reflect on a Saturday against Bristol City, because the players are very willing to learn. They'll sort of want to put right any mistakes that they've made previously. And if players make mistakes and they don't replicate them too often, then that's great for everybody.
And speaking of Bristol on Saturday, they lie in the relegation zone. A few weeks ago you played Peterborough, similar sort of situation. Would you be looking to avoid that and instill, you know, 3 points only this weekend?
Well, definitely. That's every game that we're involved in. We like to try and win the game. We've set our stall out over the last few weeks to win games no matter who we're playing. I think we've had good starts in the previous games. We'd like to replicate the similar sort of performance that we did against Wolves. And if we can do that, then we're going to win more games than we lose. So we've got full amount of respect for Bristol City because we've got some good players. They can beat anybody on the day, like the Championship shows every week. So we've got to be focused, mentally strong, and go and play in the manner that we can play.
Speaking of the good players that they do, Bristol do boast of, they've got the likes of Jon Stead, former Town player. You've got Stephen Davies, who's in rich goal scoring form. Is that your game plan, you know, to try and eliminate, you know, their attacks?
Well, I think we try and do that with whoever we're playing. We're aware of the threats that they've got. We're aware of the weaknesses that Bristol City have got, and every other team that we play against, because we work hard in our preparation and study the opposition. So we know that they've got players that what they can do, what they can hurt us by. You know, Jon Stead's coming back, so we want to do well here. But we've got to be focused on what we can do and exploit any sign of weakness that they may have. But obviously be very respectful of what they could do against us.
And of course, they've just secured the loan signing of Matthew Briggs from Fulham, under-21s, England international for left back. With Jack Hunt being suspended this weekend, is that a threat down the right-hand side for yourselves?
Well, Briggs is a good player. As you said, he's come from the Premiership on loan. Somebody will fill in at right back and try and do a good job for us. So I've got obviously a lot of faith in the ability of our players. We want to make sure that we cause them problems rather than them us.
And also, you've been linked with Fraser Campbell, you know, a former player who was born in Huddersfield. Is that something you'll be interested in come January if you don't get James Vaughan and Jermaine Beckford?
We've got Vaughan until the end of the season anyway. Jermaine's loan's up at the end of December. Look, we're always analysing who's available, who might be available, who's not available. We obviously want to try and improve the squad all the time. We've got a good group of players here at this moment in time, and the January window will take care of itself because we'll analyse the group and see what we need to strengthen. And the good thing about it is that Dean's always backed myself to go and get the players that we wanted to recruit, and we'll do that if we have to do.
Finally, Oscar Goldman's still out, and is any others that are unavailable for the weekend?
Well, we've got a few injury doubts because it's been a tough schedule for us. 1 or 2 have got knocks, and Jack Hunt's out suspended. Oscar's still out for another couple of months. So we've got 1 or 2 doubts for the weekend, but hopefully whoever's given an opportunity to wear the shirt will go and perform and get a result for us.
Best of luck for Saturday.
Cheers.
Well, there you have it. I spoke to Simon Grayson this week ahead of the big clash against Bristol City at home. Having reflected on the 2 back-to-back defeats, he does assure us that this week's preparation has gone really well and they will be hopefully fighting for the 3 points this Saturday. This is Rani Singh reporting for KLTV.